Hi, welcome to my channel, Takoyaki Tarot. Today is January 6th, Monday, 2024. Good morning. Hello, how are you? I had some interesting dreams last night, but I gotta switch this around. Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch that around. So, first of all, I want to say I have a Mercari for my artwork. I posted the link in my community board. Please check it out. I have quite a bit of my artwork posted up there. They're collages that I originally put together myself, with more to come in the year of 2025, right? So the ones that I posted are all the ones I did in 2024. They are for sale. If you're interested in buying them, let me know, obviously by buying them, and I'll ship them to wherever they're being bought. Okay, so check it out. I would appreciate it. Just give it a gander. All right, I'm proud of them, and I will continue to do more different themes, etc., so on and so forth. So thank you. Aside from that, they may be a bit pricey, but that's because of how I put a lot of love into them, and I'm really, really proud of them. I love how they came out, and so yeah, go buy some art. So before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you and get you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. Okay. Again, my Mercari link is in my community board on my channel. I might end up posting it in my About Me section as well at some point, but for right now, it's just a little post on my community channel, my community board. All right. I have about 14 collages up right now. I did sell one already, so that's good, right? Go buy art. Go buy my art. Alright, so I'm going to start pulling cards and blah, 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 blah. And we'll go from there. You know what? 1 second. Hold on. All right, I'm back. So yeah. All right. So let me get going on this. Okay. I guess I'm starting off with tarot. I just heard what a wild web we weave when we first learn to deceive. Interesting. I'm seeing like a spider web. So someone could be trying to weave lies or create lies, or there's something about a new discovery, or someone found something out and they're using that to lie. Or let's say someone found something out about you, collective, right? Some new information, some new whatever it is, right? Somehow they're going to use that to create a lie around that truth of yours, right? This is something that someone recently discovered about you, right? Whether this is good, exciting, inspiring, like you're traveling, you're creating, you're making, I don't know, whatever this is, but somebody is going to try and use that to create a lie. What a wild web we weave when we first learn to deceive. But here's the thing, it's a lot of the things that they're going to be saying, it's not going to make sense. Because literally your truth, I just saw 444. I've been seeing a lot of 444 lately. So, my hair is super puffy today, but you're very protected, and whatever your truth, who you are, it's protected. So whoever's trying to lie or whatever the case, let them, because ultimately what I was going to try and say before I got interrupted was your truth will overpower these lies, because your truth is your truth. And it's just like, so let's say this is your truth, right? And this is someone's lies, like it's like a burnt out candle, right? There's nothing, and they're trying to like create some sort of fire to like burn out your truth. It's not happening. It's not going to work. All right. And this could be somebody who doesn't have any sparks, any ideas, any inspiration. Their candle, their light could have been burnt out, blown out, either by themselves, by their environment. And if that's the case, that's sad, but that's not your problem. If it's by themselves, that's definitely not your problem. All right. What a wild web we weave when we first learn to deceive. Yeah, someone's like, I'm hearing hysterical. Like, they could be ugly crying, right? Like, ugly crying, hysterically crying, because it's like, why won't you believe my lies? Right? Like, someone's like doing that. Someone's like really, really like ugly crying because they can't set fire to the third bar. That's a song. I haven't heard that song in a while. That's by Snow Patrol. Yeah, there's a song by Snow Patrol. It's called Set Fire to the Third Bar. They can't, now my nose is like stuffy. They can't set fire. They can't burn out your truth. They can't burn your light. They can't get rid of you or something like that. Let me look up this song real quick. Yeah, Set Fire to the Third Bar. Snow Patrol. Wow, I haven't heard the song in a while. If I remember correctly, obviously I'm reading the lyrics, so, right? But it's about two people that they're trying to, like, be together, but there's always there's always something in the way, always something in the middle of them, always something, right? Wow, yeah. This is a beautiful song. Now, why is that relevant, though? That's what I'm trying to understand. So what was I saying? A wild web we weave, right? So someone's lying, trying to burn out your truth or set fire to your truth, but they can't. They don't have. It's something about who you are. So someone could have been lying to like hide who you are or like burn out who you are, and it's not working. So they're like ugly crying. And this person's like light went out. But also in the song it talks about how like they share each other like an island. That's literally the line. It says, and share each other like an island until exhausted close our eyelids. So this is either like your person that you're with, or someone was trying to prevent you from being with your person. So they were trying to create weaves of lies. But it didn't work. And it's not working, which is because you're protected. So that's why they're ugly crying. So essentially you have someone who has no spark, no light, no inspiration, trying to put out your spark, your light, your inspiration. And they're ugly crying because it's not working, because basically God's like, no, that's my light, that's it's staying where it's at, don't touch that. 9:59, and this person's like ugly crying because they have no power when it comes to the Most High God, our Father in heaven, the Alpha and the Omega, right? There's like they can't do anything about that, and it's irritating them. 112 I saw. You see, I've been seeing a lot of like 717, 989, 898, like 121, 434. Okay, it's always two of the same and one different. Two of the same and one different. So it could be you and your person are like of the same. Like there's a synchronicity between you and your person, or there's a very like there's similar things are happening with you and your person. But then there's always someone that's trying to like get in the middle of it, or get in the way of it, or trying to like interfere. That person is different from you and your person. You and your person are like two, what's that, cut from the same cloth or something like that. Like I'm seeing like a red string. The other day I saw this post. It was like when two people are soulmates or connected or something, there's like always a thread that connects them. It doesn't matter how much it tangles or pulls, they will always be connected, always be bonded. And it's like this is you and your person, and this person they're trying to like interfere or get in the way of it. I haven't even pulled out any cards yet. Yeah, 5 of Swords, upright. Someone is like competing, and they're very petty. This could be a woman that's trying to like do what she can at all costs, and it's not working, and now she's crying, and now she's like, why? And God's like, because that's my light stays where it's staying, 11:55. Don't be touching that. That's not for you to touch. This could very well be someone who has no spark, no inspiration, no light. And like I said, if it was from their environment, that sucks. It's sad. It really is, right? Heartbreaking almost, right? But at the same time, that's not your problem, right? It should be up to them to find their own inspiration, find their spark. For some of you, this could be a karmic feminine, a woman that's doing this, right? And if it was them, then they have themselves to blame. You have no spark, no inspiration, no light. Do what you have to do to get it back, like your own. Stop trying to lie on someone else's spark, light, inspiration, or stop trying to steal someone else's spark, light, inspiration. That's not. You see, I still haven't pulled out any cards. Upright. Ace of Cups, upright. Yeah, you're flowing with love, inspiration, wonder, excitement, good feelings. New things are emerging. You have like this touch where you inspire, you create, right? You're like overflowing with you're just like this never-ending ocean of inspiration, ideas, love, expression, and you can pour into people as well with the Ace of Cups. You can pour into people, but here's the thing, right? I feel like with you being who you are, it's very important for you to know who to pour into and who to pour into, who to not pour into. And for some people that may sound selfish, but at the end of the day, like, if you have $20 in your pocket and you want to give someone $2 and you want to keep the rest for yourself, that doesn't make you selfish. That's your money. You can do what you want with that, right? But I feel like somebody, this is like a side note, somebody wants you to feel guilty or bad because you don't want to pour into them and you don't want to share inspiration with them. And for some of you, it could even be like sharing yourself, right? Like you don't want to share yourself with someone, whether this is like emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, right? Which is like, how are you gonna get mad because someone doesn't want to share themselves with you in any kind of way? But you see, so there's no reason for you to be feeling bad or guilty or ashamed, because you can do what you want with yourself. You can do what you want with your energy. That's all right. So that's a side note. But yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of life. Somebody wants you to pour into them. Because the way I'm looking at this cup now, someone sees you as like creative, expressive, abundant, right? It's kind of like, please pour into my cup of, give me love, give me inspiration, give me wisdom, give me creativity. You're like, no. No thanks. Realistically, you don't have to. You don't. That's not right. Somebody also might use God. Like, well, God, first of all, let me tell you this, collective, you're not gonna get in trouble because you don't share with one person. All right, jot that down. That is, you're not there's a difference between, I don't know why I have to say this, but there's a difference between giving those to like are less fortunate or whatever versus like being coerced into giving yourself or sharing to other people around you that mean you harm. There's a difference. This person, whether this is a karmic feminine or a karmic masculine, you're not going to get in trouble for not sharing with the karmic. I'll just say that. Plain and simple. You're not going to get in trouble by the Most High God for not sharing with the karmic. Sharing your food, sharing yourself, sharing your money, sharing your inspiration, sharing your ideas, sharing your wisdom, sharing your home. For some of you, this is somebody that needs like a place to stay or is couch hopping. For some of you, this is a woman that wants you to feel bad and give to them in their time of need, but they're a karmic. You're not going to get in trouble because you say no to this person. You're not. All right? Because God knows their intentions. God's not going to, if anything, God's going to congratulate you. Oh, you set your boundaries up to this karmic feminine? Congratulations. Yes. No. This person will be like, well, God wanted you. Yes, but you're karmic as hell. No. You're not going to get in trouble for putting boundaries up to the karmics. Alright. So yeah, this person is like lying. And like I said, you're this Ace of Cups. That's your energy. Loving, abundant, right? Flowing. So they're, whatever lies that they're saying, it's obviously like, what are you talking about? And they're like, please believe my lies. And it's not working. I'm also hearing nobody cares. Just like that. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Right? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Ugh, that's too many. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. Empress reverse. I told you. It was a karmic feminine. It's an Empress reverse. This could be a very neglectful mother, or your mother was neglectful, or this is a woman who hates and feels some type of way. If so, 1818. Okay, so all right. So for some of you, you are this woman. You're this divine feminine, right? And you being in your divine feminine energy is showing. Right, it speaks for itself. It's self-explanatory. Like, people look at you and they see you're abundant, you're expressive, you have ideas, you're inspirational, you're wise, you're beautiful, you have the ability to pour, and you're this and you're that. Blah blah blah. Right? It's you being in your divine feminine side. It speaks for itself. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to say anything. It shows. So there's this woman that feels some type of way about that. So here she comes, right, coming over, trotting over here, lying on you, and it's not working because what are you talking about? Divine feminine is in the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups, overflowing, abundant, attractive, flowing, loving, generous, intuitive, right? Like remember I did yesterday's reading and I kept talking about how something was flowing, right? You have an abundance of flow, energy, magic, love. It's an abundance, and you attract this, and you also have the ability to give it as well. You receive it and you give it. You receive it and you give it, and it shows. You're the Ace of Cups energy. There is a woman that is around you that really feels some type of way and was trying to lie on your character, on who you are. For some of you, this is a woman that's jealous of you and your connection with another person, whether your connection with the person is a woman or your connection is with a man. You take it how that resonates, right? Either way. But I do feel like that's kind of like a side note. That's something on the line. That's just something that she feels some type of way about as well, on top of you just being who you are. So not only was she lying about you being who you are, but she was also lying because of a connection that you have with someone. She feels some type of way about that. All right. And I feel like the reason why she feels some type of way about who you are is because of this connection that you have with someone. Now, this could be because the someone that you have a connection with, whether it's emotional, romantic, platonic, business, she wants she wants that connection, or she wants a connection like it. It could be either the two or both of them. And she feels like the only reason why she can't have that connection or a connection like it is because, now she's comparing herself. Now it's because how too can she be in the Ace of Cups? She can't be in the Ace of Cups upright because she's an Empress reverse. There's no love inside her. This is a very cold, cruel individual, stagnant. This is someone who's entitled as well, because the Empress upright, she just sits down and people just be giving her stuff. That's just because her energy, like, she's done all the work, so now she can relax, and God's just like, here's this, here's that, you've earned it. But with the Empress in reverse, she's not doing anything. She's done no work. No self-reflection, no shadow work, no introspection, nothing, to where this woman is very entitled. She expects. I deserve. I expect. I want. This is who this is. So she sees you in the Ace of Cups. You're overflowing. You're giving. You're receiving. This is someone who giving. You want me to give? I'm not giving. Give me. Give to me. I want. Right? Give to the less fortunate? Like, that's her attitude. Like, this is somebody who will look at the poor and be like, ugh. Right? The Three of Wands reverse. Yeah, this person, like, there's something about having to start over or go back. So this is somebody, I can't, alright, they want to, like, go back in time or something like that, to where they didn't have responsibilities, or as much responsibilities, or as many responsibilities, right? That's very, that's a little girl. Alright, this could be a grown woman acting like a little girl, or this is a grown woman, wishing that they were a teenager or a child. This is their commercial for a Cascade, right? Yeah, I just saw 231. This is somebody who, like, wants to. They basically messed up their life. They messed up their life. They messed up their reputation. So they want to go back to the beginning and, like, cleanse and start over. But it's like, you don't have the ability. This person doesn't have the ability to do that. They don't. Like, people already see them as whatever they see them as. They've done what they've done, right? Yeah, this is like little girl energy. They want to have the life of, like, a wife and a mother and be pampered and taken care of. They want to be in the Empress energy, but as a toxic, like, angry little girl. Like, you're not, how? And you don't want to do any of the work. You don't want to clean up after yourself. You don't want to take care of your children if they have children. You want to always constantly pass them off, or can you watch my kids, or can you watch my son, or can you watch my daughter? Like, always, never, they're not present within themselves, within their environment, but they're crazy entitled. They expect. I deserve, I want, give. You want me to give? No. Right? They want to want. This is someone who was lying on you. And I feel like they're still trying to lie, but at this point it's just like, girl, you've already, like, come on. You've been saying that same lie since, like, 20 whatever, like since like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 1 year ago, 1 month ago, 10 years ago. You've been saying that same lie. Like, come on. This is that. This is a woman jealous of another woman. And a lot of it is because the only reason why she has that man is because whatever. For some of you, this is a man that's jealous of you. Like, a man that's jealous of another man, right? The only reason why he has that girl is because blah, blah, blah. And okay, I'm gonna switch it now. I'll go back to tarot. There's something that you have, this woman has been trying to like steal or attain or get, and it's your Ace of Cups energy. But the reason why that's practically impossible, I'm saying practically impossible. I'm not saying that is 100% impossible. I'm just saying that in order to receive, you also have to give. That whether that's with God, whether that's with yourself, whether that's with your community, like a job. You put in hours, right? And then you receive a paycheck. It's like this person, they want to get paid, but they don't want to do the work. 26, right? It's like that. So if you put in the hours at your job, then you will get your paycheck. You will get money. That's how that works. This is somebody, they don't want to give. Give. I don't want to work. I don't want to give to the less fortunate. I don't want to give my time to God. I don't want to give up I don't want to give up my habits. I don't want to sacrifice. I don't want to, but give to me. Give. That's this person. That's not how that works. And that's why I'm saying it's practically impossible for this person to be a true empress because they don't understand that they too have to give. They too have to sacrifice. They too have to let go, right? You can't walk through life thinking that you're entitled to everything just because you laid eyes on it. That's not how that works. And for some of you, this woman feels some type of way because she feels entitled to a man that you have a connection with. She feels entitled to that man. Somehow, some way, I don't know. You would know. But she feels entitled to that man. And she's like, the only reason why she has that man, or if this is a guy, the only reason why he has that woman, right? This is a little girl in a woman's body. Privileged lady on the fence. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. She wants to, this is also somebody who makes it seem like they come from a certain background, or they made it seem like it, right? But if you take a closer look, you'll see this person, it's just a facade, it's an image, it's an illusion, right? And a lot of the people that are around them are realizing this. They're realizing that this person, they're not an empress. They're actually like a dark witch, or like an empress in reverse. They don't know how to nurture either themselves, their children, if they have children. An empress, she knows how. When an empress, 28, when an empress is called, like, the majority of the empress's job, like, not job, but the majority of an empress, like, alright, how she spends a majority of her time is just, like, resting and relaxing. Like, she's good, right? But when she has to get up, you're gonna notice it. When she has to get up and do her job as an empress, absolutely she will do it. This is an empress in reverse. She doesn't want to get up. Very lazy, cold, cruel, neglectful. That's who this is. She can't take care of herself. And it's not because she can't. It's just because she doesn't want to. She's lazy. She doesn't want to take care of herself. Doesn't want to care of her home. Doesn't want to do her job. Doesn't want to be a mother. For some of you, this is an emperor. Doesn't want to be a father, right? This is someone who, but they want everything. They want. Gimme. Right? Because they feel like in their mind, for some of you, this is also because they have this weird mentality that, like, I'm a woman, so I deserve. Like, okay, but what are you doing as a woman, right? What are you contributing as a woman? Are you nurturing? Are you being patient, understanding? Are you healing? Are you not just having babies because you can do that as a woman, but are you nurturing those babies? Are you caring for those babies? Are you teaching those babies? Are you disciplining those babies in a way where it benefits them, right? You're not just letting them run off and like, okay, do whatever, because that's not doing them any favors either. But like, what are you contributing as a woman? But this is someone who's just like, I'm a woman, that's it. That's all I need. I deserve, give me, because I'm a woman, that's it. No ma'am. No ma'am. As a woman, you have a job. Just as a woman, you have a job. Right? It's your job to, like, and I'm not saying that women can't, like, be mechanics or things like that, because, yes, like, even if you're a woman, like, be a mechanic or a doctor or a nurse or a mother, a teacher, a caregiver, an astronaut, like, what are you doing? This is a woman who just doesn't want to do anything. Whether it's being a mechanic, whether it's being a teacher, a provider, a wife, right? This is someone who's like, oh, if they are a wife, they're just like, well, you're the husband, you're supposed to be the breadwinner, and you're supposed to do this. Okay, but you've been sitting on your butt all day, haven't cleaned the house, right? Whether or not they have children, right? And it's just like, what are you doing? 311, 310, or 310, 311. They're not. They expect. They are entitled, right? They are uncaring, unforgiving, cruel. They are not. There's like no. They don't know how to give or give up or sacrifice or let go, right? This is someone who there's like, they don't know how to nurture. And I'm not saying, because there's a whole nature versus nurture thing, right? So I'm not saying that, oh, they didn't receive it growing up. So, right, and that may have very well been the case. But at some point, as an adult, do you be like, okay, well, maybe I'm 40-something years old, 50-something years old, 60, 20, 30. Maybe I should, like, you're not going to be 65 years old and then being like, well, my mom never loved me. And it's like, you're 60, you're 70, you're 40, you're 50. What are you talking about? Like, that's like eons ago. Come on. Right? 20 years old. Like, come on. But this is who this is, right? They feel like they don't have to just because they're a woman. I'm a woman. I deserve this. I deserve that. And it's just like, no, ma'am. Even as a woman, you have a job, right? Even if you're just a housewife, a stay-at-home wife, a mechanic, yeah. Even if you're just home taking care of the children, or if you're a manager at a Taco Bell, you have a job. You're supposed to do something. You can't just sit around and do nothing and expect everything. That's not how that works. But this is a woman that feels some type of way about you because they see you receiving, and you're flowing, and you're abundant, and you have all these things, new things happening to you, 33 happening for you, and it's just like, that's crazy that you have the audacity to feel some type of way. And a lot of it has to do because there is a man that is attracted to this energy, your Ace of Cups energy. And she's like, she's trying to make up some kind of lie. The only reason why he's with her, the only reason why she's with him, the only reason why he's with her. So yeah, we have sudden wealth in reverse, a message of concern. This woman is going to get a message. It could be a letter in the mail, 3333, a letter in the mail, a text, an email, a phone call. Something could be, they could be getting like a letter in the mail, but by a court. You know what I'm getting? You know how I feel like I've seen it on Judge Judy, where there are like these parents and they want their kids out of the house, and at some point the parents are tired because the kids aren't contributing, and they're like adults, right? They're like in their 20s or like mid 30s or something, and they're not leaving, so the parents have to go to court and get like something through the court, and they give it to the child, and it's basically like an eviction notice or like stay away or something like that, because they can't do it. They've told them, and then the kids, they don't want to leave the house, so now legally it's like they've gone through a legal route saying you legally have to leave the premises. So they could be getting something like that. But with sudden wealth in reverse, the message of concern, yeah, this person's going to get a letter in the mail that they're not expecting, but it's going to like basically like you've been worried about the wrong thing the entire time, instead of like focusing on this connection or this woman, right? And being an entitled brat, right? That's kind of, this could also be about like a paycheck, right? Always calling out of work, always not wanting to work. Oh, I don't want to do this. And then they get their check in the mail, or they pick up their check and come to find out they have like $23 or some shit like that. And it's because you kept calling out. You didn't do the work. And now what happens? They got fired, because if you're not going to come in and do the job when you're scheduled to work, we're going to hire someone else. So they could also be getting a message. There's something here about losing finances, or like their finances taking a hit because they don't want to do the work. They don't want to get up. They're lazy and they're entitled. There's a lot of ones here. 11, 14, 12, 3. But it's like in Roman numerals, right? For the Empress in reverse. You see? I also feel like this is a woman who wants to make it seem like she's got it made or she has it good. But it's like, this is like, she wants to be the Empress so bad. Like, she just wants to be seen as like, yeah, I deserve this. Like, she can't keep up an image. Like, her image, I'm also getting her self-made image. So this is someone who has like a self-made image, and it's like being blown to smithereens. Like, her cover is blown, right? Alright, let me move on. Also, I'm going to open a bag of chips. What's that really chip? It's just Chex Mix. Like, these are really good. These are good too. This could be somebody in your family. And there are other family members. Okay, so, yeah. There are other family members around this woman. The same woman that has been lying and, like, feeling some type of way and, like, competing or doing this or doing that. There are people in your family that have picked up on this recently. And they are aware of this. They see this. They know this, all right? But they're not saying anything about it. They're not talking about it. It's kind of like the elephant in the room. They all see it. They all know it. They're all aware of it, but they're not talking about it. And it could be because they too are ashamed. They too are embarrassed, right? And I feel like it's really that. They're embarrassed. They're embarrassed of the elephant in the room. So they're not talking about it. We got family secrets, all right? One of the reasons why they're not talking about it, like I said, is because they're embarrassed, right? And they feel like if they talk about it, God's gonna hear it. But God, like, come on, God knows, God hears it. But they don't want to hear it themselves. They don't want to talk about it themselves. It's because they're afraid of like being punished by God. They're afraid of like what God's gonna do, and they're afraid of like, they're just afraid of God right now. In this moment, right? They're afraid. It's not the dead they fear, it's God. Right? They're afraid of God. Of God's wrath. Because I feel like for some of you, your own family members could have encouraged this person or allowed this person to act this way or be this way, or like they just enabled this person. They could have seen this person and being this way and done nothing, and now it's like too big for them to handle, or they can't do anything about it, and now they're embarrassed, right? And now they're afraid, like, what have we done kind of energy, right? So they're hoping that like if they don't talk about it, it won't exist, but the problem is just getting worse and worse and worse, and they're getting more and more scared, more and more worried, right? Psalms 105:15. But here's the thing. There's nothing, everything that this person has been saying or doing to you, it has not affected you being in this Ace of Cups energy, because you're still in this Ace of Cups energy. It's done nothing. And if your family members know that this person was doing some wicked, entitled things to you, again, that's why they're embarrassed and they're ashamed and they're scared of God, because they know it's done nothing. It's not going to do anything. You are protected. Psalms 105:15. You shall not touch my anointed ones. Do no harm to my prophets. So you could be a prophet, a prophetess. These ones are really good because they're like coated in like the powder or like the flavoring. Alright, so I'm gonna go back to tarot in a second. Why am I so far away? Oh, my blanket. Ow. Okay. Oh. Why did I just hear Boaz? I'm hearing, would you let me be your Boaz tonight? What? Hold on. I know Boaz is on the Bible. That's crazy. Boaz is a prominent character in the book of Ruth and the Bible. He is a wealthy landowner in Bethlehem and a relative of Naomi's deceased husband. It's so funny when you hear your own name, right? Because my name is Naomi. So that's so funny to me. Boaz is in Christ's lineage. King David's great-great-grandfather. He had a unique position in his extended family. Was a prince of the people. He personally supervised the threshing of the grain in his barn in order to circumvent any immorality or theft, both of which were rife in his days. Tan Bahar Ed. Models healthy and biblical masculinity, faithfulness to God, and serves as a kinsman redeemer for Ruth and Naomi, making him a Christophany. Okay, so yes, baby. Yes. Do you want some of these?
Yeah.
Here you go. I think you have enough lip gloss, my dear. So then, if you don't want them, I'll take them.
No, I take them.
She goes, oh, and I'm like, okay, if you don't want them, I'll take them. She goes, no, I'll take it. I was like, okay. So that's why I was hearing, would you let me be your Boaz tonight? So I guess Boaz is like the ideal type of man when it comes to like divine masculines. 4434. So this could be the person that you have a connection with. This could be your divine masculine, and there's a family member, this karmic woman in what? this karmic woman, very lazy, entitled. She could be like a dark witch. She feels some type of way about this connection that you have with this divine masculine Boaz character person. But that's protected, and that's like, this is someone who, there's like no, like, I don't know, there's something very cold about this person, right? This person could be like a bully, or like they bullied their way to the top, and then they're like, where's my masculine? Where's my divine masculine? And this God's like, yeah, you don't get one. She's like, well, I took this seat, I'm in this seat. And God's like, well, you didn't earn it, so you don't get what comes with that. So she feels some type of way. So remember how I kept talking about how there's like a connection you have with a man, a masculine. So she could have picked up that this is like a very important, like the epitome of like a divine masculine, like that Boaz character in the Bible. That's who you're supposed to be with. That's for you. And she's like, the only reason why you have, but she's trying to say the only reason why you have divine masculine, or the only reason why you have divine feminine, is because of something else. Because it's not the Ace of Cups energy that you're in. It's not because you're a prophetess. It's not because you're a prophet, right? That's not why. That's not why God's giving you this divine masculine. That's not why divine's giving you this divine feminine. It's got to be something else, right? It's because this is a lazy ass woman who doesn't want to do the work. But here you are, you're like a prophet, the prophetess, and filled with love and abundance and flowing energy and magic, and right, but it's not because of that. That's not why, right? It's because since this is someone who's lazy and entitled and who stole an empress chair, you must have done the same thing, or you must be doing the same thing, because there's no way. There's no way. Only because she saw this man and she too wants this man. Queen of Pentacles reverse. Wow, yeah, 477. With sudden wealth in reverse and the Empress in reverse and the privileged lady on the fence. Yeah, this is someone who's very jealous of you as well. This is someone who could have known that you were meant for something great, or a promise, or a purpose, or to be like a divine feminine, or have a divine masculine in your life. This person, they picked up on that. They knew about that. They were always jealous. This is someone who's jealous, very insecure. Their stability is like the foundation between their feet is not real, or it's not theirs, or they're like couch hopping. She really took my chips. No, she left it over there. Hold on. Right? It's not real. This person is also very insecure, this woman, and it shows too, because an Empress reversed with privileged lady on the fence and the Queen of Pentacles reversed and sudden wealth in reverse. This person is very, very insecure, and she feels like she has like the spiritual strength to go up against you, or she had the spiritual strength to go up against you. She can't even look at herself in the mirror and be happy with herself, or be content, or like find anything good about herself that she truly enjoys, or she truly appreciates, or truly admires. My nose is like so stuffy now. An Empress upright, she may have her securities, her insecurities, but she I'm okay, baby, thank you. But she embraces them. She incorporates them. She admires them for what they are, like her flaws and all. She loves herself, flaws and all. What happened? Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, she climbed up on the windowsill. She's like, help, I'm stuck. So yeah, the Empress upright, she can embrace herself, flaws and alls, and she, like, yeah, this, I may not like this part of myself, but I'm going to embrace it and, you know, do what I can to make it better, or try to see the beauty in it. This person, they hate themselves, their life, their reflection, who they are. I don't know what this is, who this is, but this is like someone who's extremely insecure and lazy on top of that. Like, how are you? You gotta pick a struggle. Because you can't be ugly, lazy, and insecure. Pick one. Pick one. And they're broke. How are you gonna... You got too many struggles. Like, what's your problem? And then you want to attack Divine Feminine? Like, pick one. Right? Like, come on. That's crazy, because they literally fell reverse, like it was in the air reverse, and then it fell down, flipped up. Justice. Yeah, you're getting justice for this. Things are being balanced out for you. The lies that this person has been saying on you or about you, it's being corrected. Yeah, it's being corrected. That's the word I'm looking for. So let's say this person tries to lie on you. Someone is going to stick up for you. Someone you probably don't even expect. They're going to be like, well, actually, blah, 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 blah. Right? Stop trying to like deflect on your life, on your situation, on whatever, and trying to like lie on the collective. These lies that this Empress in reverse has been saying, they're being corrected. And it's so obvious because you're in this Ace of Cups, upright, and you could be like a prophetess or a prophet. And you're protected. You shall not touch my anointed ones. You're protected. If it's not people that is correcting this person in your name, it's literally just God. Right? And God is doing that by showing these people around this Empress in reverse who she really is. Entitled, lazy, codependent, not self-sufficient, not self-reliant, hateful, a bully, mean, insecure, jealous, unstable. They're not the Empress that they think they are. And they try to make it seem like they are, but how are you going to be an Empress when you don't want to do the work? Alright? That's so sad, man. The Chariot reverse. This person could be going to jail or having legal troubles or legal issues. But I'm also that... Right? Because again, remember how in the beginning of this video I was talking about how like there's like these Judge Judy episodes. I don't know if it's Judge Judy, but there are like these episodes where like their kids, like parents are taking their kids to court to kick them out the house because they're not leaving, and the parents have tried all they can, so now they have to take legal matters and be like, you legally have to leave. Alright? That, and with the Chariot in reverse, I'm also getting that this person, again, their lies about you are being corrected. They can't lie anymore. People are stopping them in their tracks. Like, you think you're going to travel with those lies about the collective? You think you're going to get far with those lies about the collective? No. I did see 535, by the way. But, like, a while ago. But I was eating. I'm gonna get two more, and then I'm gonna close the reading. This is so funny. Look, we got the Hermit upright and the Empress upright. You know who this is. You know who this is. You know who this is. You know who they are. You know what they're doing. You know what's going on. Blah 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 blah. And it's crazy too because an Empress, she knows how to stick to herself. She knows how to... the Empress doesn't need to be in everybody's face. A queen, a real queen, a true queen, not everybody is welcome around her, right? She's protected. She's got guards around her. She's got an army around her. You try to go up to an Empress and stop. Who goes there, right? You're not going to find a queen at a club partying, drinking, or kicking it with everybody, or like hooting and hollering. No, it's very unbecoming of a queen, a lady of status, a lady of nobility. An Empress, on top of that, an Empress is too busy working on her empire, working on her knowledge, her skills, her wisdom, her connection with her faith and her God and blah, 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 blah. She's too busy doing that, right? An empress is working. She's got her time where she can relax because she's an empress. She can relax. But when she's called to be an empress has a job to do at the end of the day. She has a job to do, and she's going to do it, right? An empress, this is somebody who they want to be rich and just so they can lay down and do nothing. But you got to do stuff in order to get that level of status, that level of finances. It's not going to be given to you just because you're a woman, right? Like, you ever seen TV shows and movies and even in history books, like, if a woman marries into nobility or if a woman marries into money or finances, she has a job to do, right? Like a queen, if you marry and you become a queen, you have your duties as a queen. Even like with the White House, right? I was watching Scandal, and Nellie, right? She was the first lady, right? And usually you don't really see like whatever because she's not always. But when Olivia, what's his name? He moved her into the president, I guess. He moved her into the White House, and then next thing you know, she had like all the security, and then she had like all these do's and don'ts, and then she had to do interviews and talk shows, and then she had to do like cooking shows, and then she had to like be a hostess and, you know, welcome, and then she also had her job, right? Her job wasn't just to like be a first lady and that's it. Like, she also had her job, right? So an empress has a job to do. This is somebody who they want to be like an empress or like a queen or a princess, or they want to have that stature, that title, but they don't want to do anything. They don't want not to earn it, or with that title, they don't want to do anything, right? Like, this is a housewife and she doesn't want to do anything. She thinks that just because she's a housewife, she could do whatever she wants. No, you have to cook, you have to clean, you have to budget, you have to balance bills, you have to go grocery shopping, you have to do laundry. You have, like, if you're home all day, do something, right? You want to get a paycheck, you have to go to your job and do your work. This is someone who is very entitled, and they can't do this anymore. They can't lie on you. They can't be entitled. They can't be lazy. And you know who this person is. You see this person. You're the true empress. And with the hermit, also, I wanted to say the empress, she is like isolated. Only like in times of like when there's like balls or like events, or like if she has to like do her job where she has to like go to court and like everybody's like asking her like or giving her like updates on like the land, or like, you know, my lady, you know, my crops have suffered and our family's struggling. Can you please, you know, grant us with 2 bales of or 2 bags of grain, blah blah blah, right? Like she's got a job to do, right? And that's her giving from her castle, her empire, to the less fortunate. All right, this person, they don't want to give, they just want to receive. What do you mean give them grain? What do you mean give them meat? What am I gonna eat? That's my meat. Like, no, it's not all about that. Like, you two have to, you want an empire, you have to do what you can to make sure your empire thrives. You want a family, you want a house, you got to do what you can to make sure your house and your family is in good order. The house isn't going to clean itself, and if you neglect your house, like, everything just, you know, you got to, come on, like, do your job. You can't just be a woman and be like, I deserve. You have a job as a woman. And I know this entire reading may sound sexist and misogynistic, but realistically, like, this is a woman who wants to be giving the world just because she's a woman. And realistically, if you just want to be a housewife, do your job as a housewife. You want to be a caregiver, do your job as a caregiver. You want to be a mechanic, do your job as a mechanic. Whatever it is, do your job. That's it. And it shows she doesn't want to do her job. She doesn't want to do the work. She just wants to lie and gimme. And this is very jealous, manipulative, insecure, competitive woman. And it shows. And it's being shown. And that is the elephant in the room. Who this woman really is, people are ashamed to talk about it. People are ashamed to admit it. People are ashamed to see it. There's like a big ass elephant. People are afraid to look at it. They walk by it because it's like, wow, we've let this elephant grow and grow and grow. We can't do anything about it now. But this empress, you divine feminine, you're like, not my elephant, not my circus. So this is a reading. Bye.